disgraced my ancestor, but you will not disgrace me. For that I am willing to die. Kill him.
Chicago. We will both die. But only one of us with honor. I was in high school when Italian director Bernardo Bertolucci was doing his preparation for his film, The Last Emperor. And then I was cast, I was chosen by him when I was still basically a student going to school. But at the same time, I was actually doing a Chinese film. So he had a meeting with me and it was magical. Looking back, it was almost like God sent opportunity. It's almost impossible to be cast in his movie, let alone it was The Last Emperor. So I was very lucky. I was really lucky. Right after The Last Emperor, this incredible Japanese director, he was doing Shadow of China. He cast Zhang Lun, and he really liked my performance in The Last Emperor. So he had his Japanese team reach out to me and said, would you like to be in my movie as the lead opposite Zhang Lun and a very famous Japanese actor, Sato Koichi. Of course, I said yes, I would be honored. After the film, the producer says, now we need to do ADR, looping, in Los Angeles. Now, I hadn't been to Los Angeles, Hollywood at all. And then I just said, on the phone, I remember, I don't know what came over me. I said, just buy me one-way ticket. I flew to LAX with my 2 suitcases from Hawaii. I did my looping. And then after that, I found a hotel, and then after that, I found an apartment, and then I stayed.
Whoa! I think I saw this on Bonanza once. Whoa!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The first 2 movies were really huge, but I didn't see these 2 films, so I just knew that, those 2 films were big, and the turtles, you see the turtles everywhere. The company who produced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, at least the third one, was a Hong Kong-based Golden Harvest. And Golden Harvest, oh my gosh, I was such a fan growing up, and I've watched so many movies from Golden Harvest. I was even on the lot of Golden Harvest in Hong Kong, and I met the Golden Harvest boss and then his daughter. So it was a very close-knit community. So I think the producer and the director, Stuart, we had a meeting in '93. By then, Last Emperor was already very famous, and we garnered so many awards, Academy Awards. So, and the meeting went very well, I guess. So by the end of the meeting, I got the part to play again, Princess Mitu, a Japanese rebel leader. Yes. I watched a ton of Japanese movies at the time. I watched Seven Samurais and Ron and Tampopo. And then those days, I had to go to rent the cassette tapes from Blockbuster. So it was a lot of these Japanese visuals, and then the demeanors, and then how they, Japanese people, even to this day, they're very introvert, sort of like, and they carry their body languages in a very, very fine, almost like expression kind of thing, very, very inward. And that was a bit hard for me, given I was very young and, very energetic and all that. So one of the trainings I had for myself was to be more grounded, and then every day I would watch at least 2 Japanese movies so that I could get the kind of cultural aura and try to mimic that manner and the way that they speak. I remember after I was cast, they asked me to learn how to do horseback riding. And then I was so into it. I remember I was literally on the horseback every single day for 2 hours. And I remember Roberta, she's the daughter, she's one of the producers, and she's the daughter of Golden Harvest boss. And then I remember later on, we became very close friends, and then she said, "Gosh, Vivian, what a bill." We just wanted you to look good on the horseback riding, right? All the scenes, but like, wow, like now you become an expert, like every day, 2 hours on the horse. Yeah, I was in such good shape. I was learning martial arts and was very active. I learned how to do that, and it was harder than I imagined to shoot to the target and get to the target. And swords training, that's what I did for the preparation, mostly for the 2 months before we started filming in Oregon. And it was so much fun on the set because we got to work with the best martial artists, actors, actresses on the set. I remember once the producers even flew a legendary Kung Fu director from Hong Kong, and he was with us for some time. And it was, for me, it was so unreal, like watch him and get trained by him one-on-one. It was incredible. It was like a really unbelievable memory.
Huh? Hey, who blew the whistle?
Hey! Look, we're here to find our brother, that's all.
Hey, I don't kiss on the first date, lady.
I remember rubbery, like, it's all rubber. Like, I think the surface of the turtles, the outfit was somewhat really, really thick. And I remember how difficult for them. The poor guys were always drenched with their sweats. And they had to fight, they had to, so they were constantly moving. And it was funny, like at one point we were doing rehearsals with their real faces, and then the turtle head was down, somebody else was holding the turtle heads. And then when we're ready to film, you turn back, it was like, whoa, that's a big head of the turtle, the actor's gone. I felt sorry. I felt like they were always so hot in the suits. And also it was difficult to have a straight face when you work with the turtles, and some of the scenes I had to be very careful running behind them so that I don't knock them down, because I think they have blind spots. And I remember in particular one scene where we had to go through a hallway, and I had to tiptoe. I had to try to find my balance, but at the same time looking really stoic and heroic and tough and all that.
I apologize for this crude interruption, Daimyo, but perhaps this little bird will sing for your supper.
Mitsu, why have you stolen my son?
I do not have your son. He's gone on a magic journey. Only the scepter can bring him back.
When I look at Saab, I had to have this kind of like forever hatred. That was difficult. He was so sweet. He's a very soft, sweet man. And he sponsored me into the academy later, I remember. It was also on the set of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, actually. Danny Yon, he actually told me it's important for a Chinese actor to be involved in the academy, because those days there were like less than 10. So I applied, and I had him, Lisa Liu, and Saab to recommend, and shortly after, I became a proud academy member. Alias was already very famous then, so I was delighted to meet him in person and get to work with him, and he's very serious as an actor, so he was kind of method actor on the set. He's, he's that part. Paige was very into healthy food, so I remember We were sharing some of the tips on food and then how to become healthy. I also had great time with Stephen Ho, who taught me a lot of martial arts as well. I remember with Stephen, I loved horseback riding back then after the training of 2 months. So on the set, every weekend, Stephen and I and a bunch of other martial artists, we would go to the beach and do horseback riding. I even remember the name of my horse, a Smoky something, and because he was black and kind of gray, and I loved the spirit. His spirit was so daring, and I would get on him and I would tell him to go to the wave, and then we would just gallop towards the wave, and then, it was just one of those highs during the whole filming. Every weekend I would do that. I remember one time though, I had a fever. So I took Tylenol, and then Stephen calls in and said, hey, we are all here. What's happening with you? And I'm like, I just took Tylenol and I don't think I could come. And then, so he's like, come on, let's go, have fun. Your fever will be gone. And then I'm like, sure, why not? I joined them, took my favorite horse. I ignored my dizziness, and we just ride towards the wave, and then of course I fell. And I saw his front legs went psst, and I saw his big belly, and as I was waiting for his his back legs stepping on me, and I went, oh my gosh, they're gonna replace me. They have to find another Mitsu. To his magicalness, he went psst, kind of just jumped and danced past me, never got on me. So I got up, totally safe. Now please don't tell the producers. I don't think we were supposed to do that, but it was wild. It was really wild.
Raphael-san!
Hey, Yoshi!
Yoshi wants to say goodbye.
But we're not going back. Me and Raph are gonna be staying.
No. Kenshi must return. You promised.
Yeah, but,
Our two families must be united, or the wars will start again.
but I thought... I want to stay here, with you.
You will always be here with me, Michelangelo.
It's extraordinary. I don't know what the magic of these Turtles movies was, but I feel maybe children or teenagers even, they have it's nice because the turtles are cute and they're fun, they are lighthearted, but yet they have values, they are heroes, they can time travel, they know martial arts. I mean, they are incredible martial artists. They have wonderful kicks, and it could be a wonderful family film for a different age group audience to enjoy together. Yes, I honestly think that is why.